Hello everyone, let's continue chapter number 5, electronic counter. In last lecture we started counters. In this topic we studied 4-bit asynchronous counter, which is also called up counter because it counts 0000 to 1111. Okay, so it is called 4-bit up counter. Okay, and later we studied down counter. Okay, because it count from 1111 to 0000. Today our first topic is decade counter. The binary counter is suited for computer use only. Okay, so they are inconvenient to use because we use decimal number from 0 to 9. In a 4-bit binary counter there are 16 counts. To convert this binary counter into a decade counter or decimal counter, suitable modification is done with feedback. So here decade counter is a counter that has a 10 different output state. It is also called BCD counter. Most of the decade counter use 8421 codes. It count from 0000 to 1001. Then it reset to 0. Okay, so this counter is also called mod 10 counter or modulus of 10 counter. So let's see in details. Decade counter. So here decade counter is also called as mod 10 counter, asynchronous counter, BCD counter. Okay, and it is also known as divide by 10. Okay, because it count from 0000 to 1001, means 0 to 9. Okay, so this is the decade counter. Now next, decade counters. Now what is a decade counter and how it construct from the 4-bit asynchronous counter. So let's define the decade counter. Let's see. A binary coded decimal, it means BCD, is a serial digital counter that counts 10 digits. It reset for every new clock input. As it can go through 10 unique combination of output, it is also called as a decade counter. Understood? This is the definition, or we can define decade counter. Okay, so it is also called the BCD counter because it count from 0000 to 1001. Okay, so it count 10 unique combination of output from 0 to 9. So it is called decade counter. A decade counter is one that count in decimal digit rather than binary. A decade counter is a binary counter that is designed to count to 1010. Okay, this is a decimal 10 number. Okay, a 4-bit binary counter will act as a decade counter by skipping any 6 output out of the 16 outputs. An ordinary 4-stage counter can be easily modified to a decade counter by adding AND gate as in the schematic to the right. Notice that flip-flop B and flip-flop D provide the input to the AND gate. ओके ये जब हम सर्किट देखेंगे तब आपको क्लियर होगा. इन डिकेड काउंटर we also use 4 JK flip-flop. Okay, first flip-flop is named as A, then B, then C and then D. Out of this, B and D provide the input to the AND gate. The AND gate output are connected to the clear input of each of the flip-flop. Okay. A decade counter is one that count in decimal digit rather than binary. It count from 0 to 9 and then reset to 0. ओके 9 के बाद कौन सा नंबर आता है 10 और 10 को अगर मुझे बाइनरी नंबर में कन्वर्ट करना है तो क्या होगा 1010. ओके सो सेकेंड बीट 1 है एंड फोर्थ बीट 1 है तो वो 1 बिट को मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा 0 करना पड़ेगा. तो उसके लिए जो फ्लिप फ्लॉप यूज होता है मीन्स के 0 के लिए ए फ्लिप फ्लॉप 1 के लिए बी फ्लिप फ्लॉप अगेन 0 आता है सी फ्लिप फ्लॉप देन 1 आता है डी फ्लिप फ्लॉप. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे जो बी एंड डी फ्लिप फ्लॉप है उसमें 1 आता है तो उसको मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा 0 करना पड़ेगा. तो यहाँ पे वो दो बी एंड डी का जो आउटपुट है उसे मैं एंड गेट के इनपुट में दूंगी और एंड गेट का आउटपुट है वो क्या होगा हाई होगा और वो हाई आउटपुट हम क्या करेंगे क्लियर सिग्नल को देंगे. ओके जो हर फ्लिप फ्लॉप में प्रेजेंट होगा. तो क्लियर सिग्नल क्या करेगा पूरा जो काउंटर है उसे क्लियर करेगा. तो वहां पे हमारा आउटपुट क्या आएगा 0000. ओके तो यहाँ पे डिकेड काउंटर क्या करेगा 0 to 9 काउंट करेगा एज अ नॉर्मल काउंटर एंड जब 10 नंबर आएगा काउंट करने के टाइम पे तब वो क्या करेगा काउंटर को रिसेट कर देगा. ओके द काउंटर आउटपुट कैन बी सेट टू 0 बाय pulsing the reset line low. The count then increment on each clock pulse until it reach 1001. Okay, it is a decimal number. When it increment to 1010, both input of AND gate goes high. The result is that the AND output goes high and reset the counter to 0. Understood? Here this is the state diagram. So this counter count 0000 to 1001. Okay, and after that this is the 9 number and after that this reset counter for next cycle and the next output is 0000. Okay, so in this way the decade counter work. Okay, तो यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है फ्रॉम 000 से क्या होगा काउंटर स्टार्ट होगा. ओके उसके बाद एज अ नॉर्मल काउंटर वो क्या करेगा पल्स को काउंट करेगा. ठीक है 0000 देन 0001 देन 0010 अप टू 91001. इसके बाद आएगा नंबर 10 लेकिन नंबर 10 आउटपुट आने से पहले काउंटर रीसेट हो जाएगा और हमारा नेक्स्ट आउटपुट क्या आएगा 0000. सो इन दिस वे काउंटर continuing work. Okay, and cycle is repeated. Okay, so this is the state diagram of decade counter. This is the logic circuit of decade counter. In this you can see that the JK flip-flops are used. So here 4 JK flip-flops are used, A, B, C, D in toggle condition, because here J and K both inputs are connected to high signal. Okay, so it works as a toggle. Okay, so this is a decade counter. In this 4 JK flip-flops are used. Output of first flip-flop is given to the second flip-flop. Okay, and it works as a clock. Okay, so first output is the clock for second flip-flop. Okay, and output of second flip-flop is the clock for third flip-flop, and so on. Okay, so here in this circuit the decade counter construct with 4 JK flip-flop. The J output and K output are connected to logic 1. Okay, sorry, J input and K input are connected to logic 1, and the clock input of every flip-flop is connect to output of the next flip-flop. Expect the last flip-flop. Okay, and the output of the AND gate, here you can see that the output of AND gate is connect in parallel to the clear input to all the flip-flop. Okay, here you can see that the output of AND gate is connected to the clear signal. Okay, and the second flip-flop output and fourth flip-flop output is given to the input of this AND gate. So this is the logic diagram of decade counter. Now how does the decade counter work? Let's see. When the decade counter is at the reset condition, initially it is in reset condition, then the count is equal to 0 0 0 0. So initially this counter at 0 0 0 0 state. This is the first stage of the counter cycle. When we connect a clock pulse, okay, when we connect a clock signal input to the counter circuit, then the circuit will count binary sequence. The first clock pulse can make the circuit to count up to 9, means it count from 0 0 0 0 to 1 0 0 1. The next clock pulse to count is 10, means 1 0 1 0. Then what happen? Then the flip-flop B and D will be high. Okay, the output of B and D will be high. As we know that for high input the AND gate output will be high. So here the AND gate output is connect to the clear input of the each flip-flop. So it reset all the flip-flop stage in decade counter. Okay, so this means the pulse after count 9 will again start the count from 0 0 0 0. Understood? So this is the working of decade counter. Now let's see the timing diagram. we know that the 4-bit binary counter and decade counter both are asynchronous counter, and the working of these two are almost same. The output Q1 to Q3 means the output of 4 flip-flops are given to the AND gate to clear the pulse at 10th count, because at 10th pulse the output would be 1 0 1 0. It means Q0 is 0, Q1 is 1, Q2 is 0 and Q3 is 1. Okay, so we have to reset the counter at this pulse. Okay, so the counter work in normal way as in 4-bit binary counter from pulse 0 or 1 to 9. Okay, from 0 0 0 to 1 0 1, sorry 1 0 0 1. Okay, here you can see that the timing diagram. It is the similar to the 4-bit binary counter. When the negative at transition occur, then the output of flip-flop will change its state from 0 to high or high to 0. Okay, so we know this timing diagram. So it work in decade counter, it work normally as 4-bit binary counter. Okay, for pulses 1 to 9. Understood? For the count 0 to 9, the AND gate is in disable condition. Okay, when the both inputs of AND gate are high, then it work as AND gate. Okay, and its output will be high, but from 1 to 9 pulse it work does not work. It is in disable condition. Okay, but at 10th pulse the output of counter would be 1 0 1 0, which will make AND gate enable, and a high clear pulse will reset the flip-flop to 0 0 0 0. Okay, so here you can see that after the 9th pulse, at the 10th pulse, the output will be 0 0 0 0. Okay, so here this is the timing diagram of decade counter. Okay, now next, truth table. In truth table, starting from 1 to 9, it is similar to the 4-bit binary counter or 4-bit asynchronous counter. Okay, at the 10th pulse the feedback is given through the AND gate and clear the counter. Okay, or reset the counter at 0 0 0 0, and then again start the cycle. Okay, repeat the cycle from 1 to 9. Understood? So this is the truth table. This counter may be called as a divide by 10 circuit. It gives one high clear pulse after 10 pulses. Now in industrial application, the standard IC available as a decade counter is 7490. Okay, it is a decade counter IC, and standard decoder driver 7447, which is work as a display driver. Okay, so 7447 with decade counter IC 7490 work together, and if we cascade a counter with decoder and display, a decimal display for 2 digit 3 digit is possible. So this is the one of mini project which display from 0 to 9. Understood? So in this way 7490 IC used as a decade counter. Understood? Next topic is ring counter. A ring counter generate the output that have only one bit high. Okay, so a ring counter, instead of counting with binary number, it generates the output that have only one bit high. It is a built with D flip flop instead of JK flip flop and work as a shift left register. It is a synchronous type counter because clock is common to each flip flop. Okay, so this is a synchronous ring counter. In this, D flip flops are used instead of JK flip flops. Asynchronous type of counter. A ring counter is a type of counter composed of flip flops connect into a shift register with the output of the last flip flop fed to the input of the first, making a circular or ring structure. A ring counter is a circular shift register which is initiated such that only one of its flip-flop is the state 1 while other are in their 0 states. A ring counter is a shift register. In shift register, cascade connection of flip-flops are possible. So, ring counter is a shift register with the output of the last one connect to the input of the first. It is like a ring. Typically, a pattern consisting of a single bit is circulated so that state repeats every n clock cycles if n flip-flop are used. Okay, so here in this ring counter we use 4 flip-flops. So 4 clock cycles are used to repeat the state. Okay, so the state repeats every 4 clock cycles in ring counter if we use 4 flip-flops. Understood? This is the logic diagram of ring counter. In this you can see that 4 D types of flip-flop are used and the output of last flip-flops are given feedback to the first flip-flop. Okay, and the clear signal is given to the last 3 flip-flops. Okay, and the preset signal is given to the first flip-flop. Okay, so here clear goes low. When clear goes low, the first D flip-flop output goes high and the other flip-flop's output goes low because it is a connect to the preset signal. Okay, here first flip-flop is connect to the preset signal. So initial output of the counter is set to 0 0 0 1. Okay, at the first flip-flop is connected to the preset, so its output is 1 and others flip-flops outputs are 0. Okay, now let's see the working. When the first clock pulse is applied, then at the positive edge transition of the first clock pulse, Q3 output is shift to Q1 and the other output shift to left 1 position. Okay, so here Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 is equal to 0 0 1 0. Okay, so here you can see that initially the output of this ring counter is 0 0 0 and 1. Okay, then we apply the first clock pulse to this counter, then it shift to the left side. Okay, then after giving the first clock pulse, the output of the counters become, here this 0 feedback to the first and the first flip-flop's output given to the second flip-flop's input. Okay, so here this become 0, then 1, then 0 and then 0. Then again next clock pulse is applied and at the positive edge of the clock pulse it change its output. Okay, so here again 0 0 1 0. Okay, then next clock pulse is applied, then again 0 0 0 and 1. Okay, now 4 clock pulse are applied. Okay, so here 4 flip-flop is are used, then 4 clock pulse are required to complete the 1 cycle. Then next clock pulse will apply, then this 1 is fed back to the first flip-flop. So again the output of the counter is 0 0 0 1. Understood? So in this way the cycle is continue. Okay, and so that it is work as a ring. Okay, circular, so it is a ring counter. Now next, timing diagram of ring counter. The initial condition of ring counter is 0 0 0 1. Okay, 0 0 0 1. Then when we apply the first clock pulse and at the positive edge trigger or positive transition, during the positive transition the Q0 will shift its state to the next flip-flop. Okay, so here 1 is shifted to here. So the output of first flip-flop is 0, then here 1, then 0 and 0. Okay, during the second clock pulse again shift this one to the next flip flop. So here again 0, this 0 is given to first flip flop. So here 0, here 1 and here 0. Okay, now this again next. So 0, 0, 0 and 1. Now this last flip flops output feedback to the first flip flop. So here this 1 is goes to here. So here again 1, 0, 0, 0 and continue. Okay, so in this way the ring counter worked. Understood? So in this way this circuit is rotated from 0001. It is a initial state of counter. Okay, so from 00001 to 1000 and again start from 0001. The high bit follow a circular path moving left through the flip flop until the final flip flop sends it back to the first flip flop. So the counter is called ring counter. Understood? Now next, truth table. So here initial condition 0001. Okay, then when applying the first clock pulse, the condition of counter is 0010. Then second clock pulse 0100. Then 1000 and continue this cycle. Okay. So this is the truth table of ring counter. So here you can see that the high bit or high signal is shift to the left. Okay, here Q01, here Q11, here Q21, here Q31, then again repeat. Okay, so here high bit shift to the left. Understood? Now today's lecture I will stop here, and in next lecture we will study or we will see the resistor.